Alright, welcome back to a little bit different of an episode than we usually do. But heading into our Billy the Kid documentary that we've been putting together for about a year at this point.
Sounds good.
We wanted to check out as many Billy the Kid portrayals as we could. So last week we dove into 13 different things. And this is our ranking for the definitive Billy the Kid Portrayal Top 10 by us here at Culz Paranormal. So one that didn't make our list was Derek Sheraton from the American West. Which was a series I don't think we particularly enjoyed anyway. But going into this, we try to base it more off just the actor, how they look, are they authentic, that kind of stuff, versus the whole series. But it's just hard to take this one at face value, I guess. Not even ranked.
Yeah, I can't really rank it.
So entering our top 10, just slightly above Derek, is Paul Newman. From The Left-Handed Gun. Came in very, very low on our rankings. Barely made it. Luckily, we watched American West have it get in. What about you guys? I think you were very unimpressed with that portrayal.
Yes. He got 10 just because it's Paul Newman. Otherwise, he'd be right there in the unranked category as well.
See, and with this one, you wonder if James Dean hadn't died. This was his movie. Would it be ranked higher? Would the portrayal have been better? Would they have not tried to make Paul Newman just like James Dean's character from Rebel Without a Cause?
Yeah, we'll never know.
Alright, so number 9 is going to be Kris Kristofferson from the well-known Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid. It's a jump up a little bit from our last two, but still I think the looks is kind of what stumbled us. There's actually Bob Dylan, and I think we thought he actually looked more like the Kid, including the hat and everything.
Yeah. That was kind of the interesting twist.
It was interesting. Alias.
Alias.
So number 8 is Brett Mckennis. Which we've actually talked about that episode, link above. But, I mean, maybe the looks was a little bit better. He is younger looking than at least Newman and Kris Kristofferson.
Yeah.
His hair's too short. But he did look like he was having fun the entire time. Too high or too low maybe for you?
He fits the spot.
Fits good so far?
Yeah.
No one has any quarrels about where... I mean, we did rank them. We had 4 categories, and they could get a total of 120 points. Right now, we're sitting about 49, so I think we have some better performances coming up.
Yeah.
So number 7 could be controversial. Even though it's a really good movie, we'll actually just sit down and give you guys an actual review at some point.
Yeah.
But it's Marlon Brando and One-Eyed Jacks. A lot of people might be saying, but Culz Paranormal, he didn't play Billy the Kid. Well, maybe not technically, but it was based off of a book about Billy the Kid. He goes by the alias The Kid a lot, and if you watch the ending, it's about pretty much his jailbreak out of Lincoln.
Yeah.
And originally it was supposed to be directed by the late great Stanley Kubrick, which we'll talk about at some point with The Shining and all his masterpieces, maybe Eyes Wide Shut, because we do like Secret Society videos. But this one could be controversial, but it is a loose adaptation of Billy the Kid. And compared to the Billy the Kid movies that were filmed around that time, it actually seems like it could be more authentic. How would you guys feel?
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
So number 6 is Stafford Douglas, and this was actually a recommendation. He wasn't originally in our poll. But then we watched the Gunslingers episode, and hey, he made it pretty high up, number 6. He's definitely at least the youngest of the ones so far, at least looks-wise. He's scrawny too, like the Kid. I think some of the actors below, especially Marlon Brando. Marlon Brando probably got a little bit higher because of his acting chops being one of the greatest of all time. So I don't know. I'm okay where he is right now. 6 isn't too bad. We're getting a little bit more authentic. What about you guys? Too high? Too low?
I mean, after all, we rated them, so.
Hitting our top 5 Billy the Kid performances, and this one I think people might hate on us a bit for as far as how low this performance is. But I think it's relatively well ranked. Possibly one of them could be a little bit lower than it, but it's 20 points higher, almost 20 points higher than Stafford Douglas, and that is Emilio Estevez. And Young Guns 2.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about him cracking top 5 but not very high up on it?
He did well. I mean, he deserves right in the middle of the pack. I mean, after all, it is Emilio Estevez. He deserved where he got. Middle of the pack, I would say, is fair for him.
I mean, the top 5 is quite a bit different than the bottom 5 as far as points. I mean, you're getting almost to 100 points. Some of them are over 100 points, but I'm okay with it. Alright, so who beat out Emilio, you guys might be asking. So that's number 4, and that's Val Kilmer and Gore Vidal's Billy the Kid. How do you guys feel about that?
I thought he had a great performance. I mean,
He did.
It was really good.
I don't know if it's 100% authentic.
Right, but I mean, without for surely saying how the kid really lived
Looks-wise.
his life.
Looks-wise, he looked pretty good. Clothing was good. Little dramatic at the end when he was shot. It was like, whoosh.
Yeah.
I was like,
I mean, it's
creative
Billy.
liberties.
You got to give him something.
Right. Number 3, only half a point above Val Kilmer, is David Leon from the Wild West Billy the Kid episode. This was our first Billy the Kid related content on our channel, and I think even from the start we all enjoyed the performance, and you can see still rated really highly on our list. And I think it was in my personal top 3, so I don't know about you guys, but I think it deserves where he is.
Yeah. Again, they were both very similar in my book. I mean, very close. Like I said, you're in that point range now where it really could go either way.
Yeah, I'm a Val Kilmer fan, so I probably would have dropped him into 3 if it was me.
I do like Val Kilmer. And of course, if this was a Doc Holliday one, Val Kilmer would be number 1.
Right.
Number 2 is Jorel Vasberg. From the Nat Geo, Billy the Kid, The New Evidence. And he did get the most points for looks. He almost got the full 30 points. He got 29.2. Personally, I thought he was the one that looked most like Billy the Kid. Maybe he didn't get a ton of acting throughout it, but he got enough where we were like, at least personally for me, also one of the ones that would have made my top 3.
I agree.
No, I agree. 100% authentic look for sure.
Number 1, and that's going to be Dane Dehaan from The Kid. And obviously, I don't know, he didn't get as high of looks points, as far as physical, but his outfit, as far as the sweater, the dirtiness, was the highest.
Yeah, I definitely think it was depicted best.
Yeah, and the acting again was there. And the authenticity was pretty close to what would have happened. So Dane Dehaan is our number 1. It's still not the full 120 points he could have gotten, but he's only one of 2 that got over 100 points. So clearly, Jor-el and Dane, head and shoulders above the rest.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys enjoyed this video and perhaps want to see more ranking videos where we rank different things, maybe our favorite ghost movies, our favorite Secret Society movies, our favorite Minnesota Viking quarterbacks, let us know in the comments
Our
below.
favorite Titanic movies.
Yeah, not the 1997. We should do that. Next April, we're going to rank the top 10 Titanic related media.
Yeah.
But if you want to see more of that, click the link in front of me. If you want to see more of what we do here at Culz Paranormal, click that link in front of Andrew. And don't forget to hit that like and give us a subscribe. And let us know below, how do you think we did? Did we do terrible? Because if we did, let us know in the comment below.